Nagbabala si Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte na i-expose ito bilang fraud si rapper CEO Maria Ressa balang araw. Sinabi ito ng Pangulo sa gitna ng kanyang public address kaugnay sa COVID-19 pandemic. Ayon sa Pangulo, maayos na nagtatrabaho para sa bansa mga opisyal ng gobyerno gaya ni na Secretary Carlito Galvez, Secretary Delfin Lorenzan at Secretary Eduardo Anyo, kung kaya't hindi niya maisip kung bakit merong maninira sa kanila. Anya, bahala na si Ressa kung may mga gusto itong isiwala tungkol sa korupsyon, pero balang araw ay papatikim niya rito ang sarili nitong gamot. Ating pakinggan ang bahagi ng pahayag ni Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte.
You will have a dose of your own medicine. One of this. I'm not threatening you. Go ahead and expose anything about corruption in this government. Sabi ko sa iyo, kung malaki, mag-resign ako. Si Ressa is a fraud. Maniwala kayo. No. Give us time. Too early for you to enjoy yung mga award mo. You are a fraud.
Noong nakarang buwan ay sinabi ni Ressa na misleading at kasinungalingan ang sinabi ni Presidential Spokesperson Harry Roque na suportado ng Pangulo ang press freedom. Inihayag ni Ressa na makikitaan ng pattern ng mga aksyon ng Pangulo gaya na lamang ng paninira at pag-atake nito sa rapper. Matatandaan na na-convict si Ressa at ang dating rapper researcher na si Reynaldo Santos Jr. sa salang cyber libel ng Manila Regional Trial Court Branch 46.
Iniutos ng Korte Suprema kay Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte at sa iba pang respondents na pinangalanan sa mga petisyon na kumukwestiyon sa Anti-Terrorism Act of 2020 na sagutin ang mga aligasyon ng mga nagrereklamo sa loob ng 10 araw. Nagdesisyon ang Korte na i-consolidate ang 4 na petisyon na inihain laban sa naturang batas. Sinabi ni Supreme Court Spokesperson Brian Kitusaka sa gitna ng full session ng tribunal na ang mga nasabing petisyon ay ang mga petitions for certiorari and prohibition with prayer for issuance of a temporary restraining order at ang writ of preliminary injunction. Nilinaw naman ni Husaka na wala pang ruling ang kataas-taasang hukuman sa apela ng petitioners para sa TRO laban sa implementasyon ng anti-terrorism law. Bukod sa Pangulo ay napangalanan din bilang respondent sa mga petisyon na inihain ng Makabayan Black ay sina Anti-Terrorism Council Chairman Executive Secretary Salvador Mijaldea at ang mga miyembro nito na sina National Security Advisor Hermogenes Esperon Jr., Foreign Affairs Secretary Teodoro Locsin Jr., Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana at iba pa. Isinama naman ni Albay Representative Edsel Lagman bilang respondents ang Senado na nirerepresenta ni Senate President Vicente Soto III at ang House of Representatives na nirerepresenta ni Speaker Alan Peter Cayetano. Mababatid na inihain ang 2 iba pang petisyon ng mga grupo ng pinagsamang civil leaders at ng mga abogado na pinangungunahan ni Howard Calleja at dating Education Secretary Armin Luistro at ng grupo ni Far Eastern University College of Law Dean Melencio Santa Maria Jr.
Sa ating pakikipaglaban dito, ang mga mahihirap ang ating inilalaban. Because it is clear what is the mission and vision of Francis Leo Marcos. It is to help the poor, to survive and to rise from poverty. Yun po ang aking nakikita. Bagamat hindi ho kami nagkakausap ng personal, ngunit sa kanyang mga ginagawa ay nababasa ko ang kanyang mission at vision for the Filipino poor. Kahit ho tayo mga mahihirap lang, pero alam ko ho, mayroon din mga mayayamang sumusuporta kay Francis sapagkat sila ay nakikisimpatya sa kalagayan ng mga mahihirap. Wala ho tayong makikitang leader ngayon na katulad ni Francis. Kaya nga, sa isang mga presentation ko, sa video ko, nasabi ko, FLM, the emerging great Filipino leader of the poor. Bakit ko nasabi yun? Kasi maiintindihan niya tayo, naiintindihan niya tayo. Hindi katulad ng mga taong nanunungkulan ngayon, marami dyan, hindi nila tayo maintindihan. Ang sabi ho ni Mike, kayo ng mga mahihirap, huwag kayong umaasa sa mga tulong. Para bang pinalalabas niyang ang mga mahihirap ay mga tamad. Malungkot pong isipin. Katulad din po sila ng mga Kastila noon Sinasabi lang mga Pilipino ay mga tamad. Ngunit ang mga Pilipino ang siyang nagpapawis, nagpapakahirap hanggang sa mamatay sa pagod.
So, I will just announce to the people that as of yesterday, last night, there were 34,178 total number of active cases sa COVID. Ang total number of cases, whether active or not, is 47,873. As of July, there were fresh cases of 993, and yung sa already released because of a negative finding is 547. Cases reported as of last night was 1,540. Ang maganda naman dito, yung recoveries natin, actually reported as of last night, was 12,383. Ang patay natin is, we compared to those who recovered, it's quite small, 1,309 ang patay. Now, let me stress that whether we open a modified lockdown or we totally open it in wild abandon, kagaya ng Amerika pati Brazil, ang mga presidente doon medyo matatapang. Baka may pera, ito si Bolisuro. Medyo may pagka, may pagka-Trump. And devil may care attitude. Tayo hoong pobre, we cannot afford really a total epidemic or pandemonium. Mahirap tayo. Hindi tayo pwede sumugal. I cannot follow the example of other countries because as the experience have shown as of now, there were a lot of countries also opening up. And first was Japan, then Korea, followed by China and the United States. Now, what really happened in these countries was that although they opened their economy for money to come in to the government coffers, ang nangyari is there was a spike. They would have a problem of almost a relapse. Parang relapse in the totality of the number. Iyon ang mahirap. Now, we do not even know if the number of 34,178 of active cases is still a part of the first wave, or have we arrived at the second wave? I don't think so. We are still grappling with the first wave. So, mga kababayan ko, ginusto ko man, ako mismo personal, gusto ko nang lumabas. Ayaw ko nang magpapigil. Kung gusto ko nga, magkipag-away na ako. Ang problema is, yun ang gusto ko. Pero ang gusto ko, hindi makapabuti sa ating lahat. And that is true for your choice and my choice. And so we have to be very circumspect in the opening of the economy. Dahan-dahan lang. And if ever there is going to be a spike again, baka marami ang infected or reinfected, at least yung calibrated numbers of people we allow to go out would be still within manageable numbers. Because if we open the entire Philippines and thousands upon thousands of new cases would happen, then we are in deep shit. Talagang mahirapan tayo. Una-una, wala tayong pera. Well, of course, sabi ng mga doktor ngayon, ventilators, yung paggamit niyan is the last option of a person sick with COVID. So there are still many things that can be done. Our doctors have, in the Philippines, have, innovated some sort of just meeting the crisis halfway. Some have resorted to melatonin, others have, pero yung quinine ay talagang, this was debunked by experts all over the world. It's not really for the use of COVID-19. Now, you want to know the places which have been declared modified or there have been a change. But this is a very dynamic thing. It can change every day depending on the numbers. And of course, upon the assessment of our health authorities. So I'll give the floor to Secretary Doggett to enumerate to you the places that have been modified total noon. Ngayon, makalabas kayo, and who are the sectors of society who would be allowed a little bit of a leeway, an elbow room to move. Hindi lahat ito. Sabi ko nga, I'm sorry but I cannot really, kumbaga, bitawan ko kayo. I will remove the leash. Leash yung tali. Pakulaan na kayo kasi hindi ko kaya ang the resultant happening or the resultant end game there is too horrible to ponder. I cannot make a guess. Governance is not made of guesses. It has to be anchored on pure science. Kaya naman, malapit na. I'm confident that by our readings of other countries who have much improved their scientific study, I think that by December, meron na hong vaccine. Or at least, if not a vaccine, a medicine that could kill the COVID-19. You know, I'd like to thank everybody sa itong ating gobyerno. The gobyerno that's really the cabinet members working for the prompt response that you undertook to alleviate the plight of the stranded Filipinos. Nakakaawa talaga, and it took you just about 2 days to solve the problem. I'd like also to thank Secretary Tugani for his fast action. Alam mo, yan lang ang maibigay natin sa tao, yung hindi masyado mahirapan ang mamamayan. And whenever there is a problem, that we try to solve it as fast as can ever be done. Maraming akong nakita doon sa trabaho ninyo, and I cannot thank you individually now, but maybe someday in the fullness of God's time, mawala na ito. So we're just waiting for the vaccines, and of course whatever there is that will hit the market before the end of the year. Sana mawala na ito. Double hit tayo eh. We were hit double whammy. It concerned the health of the nation, pati yung economy. And the only consolation is that we are not the only one. Of course, the rich nation are better off. But at least tayo were able to stop the rampaging COVID on its tracks with our timely intervention, government, especially the medical workers. So maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Now, if there are no other matters, urgent matters affecting the well, let me just give a few words about the terrorism law. Ito kasing mga left, pati itong komunista, they think that we are always thinking of them. They don't even know that we are also thinking of other matters. As a matter of fact, they are the least that we are spending our time. Itong komunista, whatever be the fortune or misfortune of that law now, I'm sure it will be challenged before the Supreme Court. Sana yung the much needed legal weapons that we need to fight terrorism. Kasi ang terrorism ho, hindi ito isang dalawang putok. As what happened in Mindanao and in other places, mostly in Mindanao, ang ginagamit kasi nito nila, bomba. Ang bomba niyan, lahat nasa simbahan may tama o may bukol. Yun nga ang problema niyan. Hindi nila alam, they think that they are a different breed. They would like to be treated with another set of law. When as a matter of fact, they are terrorists. They are terrorists because I finally declared them to be one. Why? Because I spent most of my days as president trying to figure out and connect with them on how we can arrive at a peaceful solution. Wala namang gustong may gera eh. Ako ayaw ko, lalo na ako, kilala ko sila, kilala ako. And it was a good rapport while it lasted. Yung na-presidente na ako, no, iba na lang ang istorya. Simply because in the ladder of priority, the highest sa akin would be the security of the state. Pero noong panahon ng politika, well, boto yan eh, bilangan ng boto. Naturally, you cultivate friendship with everybody. But there is always a time to be friendly and a time just to be firm. And I did my very best to produce something for the country. But unfortunately, I would not be blaming anybody now unless they would start to blame me again so that I can also blame them. Wala talaga nangyari. And for the law-abiding citizen of this country, I am addressing you with all sincerity. Huwag ho kayong matakot kung hindi ka terorista. Kung hindi ka naman sisirain mo ang gobyerno, pasabugin mo ang simbahan, pasabugin mo yung public utilities, pasabugin mo yung, well, just to derail para matumba na tuloy ang bayan. Problem is, ang demokrasya kasi election. However fractured you may say, ang ating demokrasya, or a little bit shaky. We had an election. It was a clean one. I can guarantee you, I was a participant of that election. We did our very best to present to the public. We did not commit any. Kung walang mangyari na masama, wala namang problema. Pero once you blow up simbahan, blow up mo yung marketplace, sino bang? So the right to defend itself accrues to the government heavily. Na ngayon sabi ko nga, sabi na Duterte, patay dito, patay doon. Totoo. Pag pinatay mo ang mga tao, papatayin talaga kita. Anak ka ng, iposta mo yan saan? Posta mo sa libingan ng tatay pati nanay mo. If you do that to the people, if you kill them wantonly, then I will take it as a right to kill you. Ano ba may problema rin yung kill? Ngayon, kung magsulat ka lang dyan, kung ano-anong pinagsusulat ninyo all those years, I never filed the case. Even during the mayor, wala, hindi ako demanda. I just take it as, because that is what my father said. And it was succinctly uttered once by General Lorenzano when he was still active. Dito sa gobyerno, pilde ang maglagot. Kaya yan, kung magbasa ka, kaya hindi ako nagabasa ng mahusay magsulat. Para sa akin, bugok ka. Hindi ako nagabasa. I do not read yung sa briefer nito meron sa article about mga rappler. Skip ko yan. I do not. And the one who gave me that advice early on, when I became mayor, was Mayor Elias Lopez.
It's 2 o'clock.
He was the ex-mayor at the time. He said, I'll give you one good advice and remember this until you die as a politician. Huwag kang magbasa ng mga locals. Huwag kang makinig niyan sa ano. They're no better off. Malayo yan sa iyo. Kaya ganun yan sila. Kasi wala nang magawa sa buhay nila. Hanggang dyan lang yan sila. Ito kita mo kung ano nangyari dyan sa mga bright girls. Nakakaso, akala nila they can violate the law in wild abandon. Hanggang dyan lang yan. Totoo nga. Kaya ako hindi ko tanong. Ayaw ko. Kaya wala akong sinabi na, basa mo ba yung ano, ako, maganda hindi. Kung hindi maganda para sa akin, wag na. You're wasting your time. Hindi na kaya bilhin. Matanda na eh. Alam mo bakit? Bigyan mo ako ng ilan? Isang truck na pera? Anong gawain ko sa pera? Sige nga. Sa tanda ko, I hate to travel. You travel, you get COVID. Wala akong ba rin mga koleksyon, mga rare, antique, gano'n. Pero yung military hardware, wala ako. Hindi ako mahilig ng yung mga hobby-hobby lang. Travel, I cannot travel anymore. Totoo yan. Wala na yan sa amin. Del Galvez, General Lorenzana, tapos they have served the country and they're still serving the country. Why would they destroy their name? Pamagkano ba? Kickback. May kickback mo na 50 million? O sabi ka na may 200 million na kickback, aywan ko. Pero, huwag kayong maniwala. Yan yung mga madudumi yung isip. Yung kaagad nagre-react. Hindi nila naalaman na pagsabi may price difference, tignan mo muna yung history. So because then, if you judge us the way, then one of these days, we will also judge you in the same way and with more ferocity. And it will come. It will come. Tayo mga politiko, it will come. Just be careful. Kaya ako, meron pa rin akong mga, not the dossier, but I have some folders in me, given all throughout the years. You will have a dose of your own medicine. One of these days. I'm not threatening you. Go ahead and expose anything about corruption in this government. Sabi ko sa iyo, kung maraming malaki, mag-resign ako. Si Risa is a fraud. Maniwala kayo. Give us time. Too early for you to enjoy yung mga award mo. You are a fraud. Actually. We are just compiling at this stage. And someday, in bold letters, we will show your incongruity. You are a fraud. So, yan lang ang masabi ko. Total, wala naman akong hinihingi sa inyo. I'm not asking for any political boto. Wala na. All I'm asking is that you obey government. Because government is very much interested that you don't get sick, or if you get sick, that you get well and would live to grow, to see your children grow, and your grandchildren to love. Ganun lang yan. So with that, I have to say to the Filipino people, huwag po kayong nagtatrabaho lang po kami talaga. And if you want us to do more, we will. Tell us what to do. If we cannot do it, we will tell you why we cannot do it. But if we can, gagawin namin. Salamat po. Kita-kita po ipakpak.